My name is Joyce Woods. I lived in the Algiers neighborhood of New Orleans, Louisiana, when Hurricane Katrina actually touched down. I was a respiratory therapist, and I worked 3 12-hour shifts the 3 days before the weekend. The week before, I brought my son to college, so I did not have any disposable funds. So we had to stay. My son, my nephew, my ex-husband, we remained in the house. The only thing is that it got so hot that I had to leave because of my asthma. We started out with a half a tank of gas. I just bought a new car, headed towards Texas. We was on the road. We got to Beaumont, Texas, and before we reached there, our quad tire had almost came off. So we tried to put it on, but we found out that the tire rod had been damaged. So I bought the car to a dealership there in Texas, and they said they would actually do the parts for free, but the work I would have to pay for. So we're sitting there with no money, trying to see how in the world we was going to pay for these repairs. The TV show came on that actually showed the extent of damage by the hurricane. I did not know the city was underwater like that. I had no idea. I did not know about the convention center and the other areas that other people experienced. As we went towards Texas, we just, wherever we stopped, we would tell the people that we're from Katrina. People were helping out with gas. People were helping out with food. We had to sleep in a car a couple of days, but we finally made it by my sister-in-law, who lived in Dallas, Texas, Louisville, Texas. So there we made our way to the hotel, and by that time, FEMA had kicked in. So I left that Thursday, and we finally got to Texas and got settled like that Saturday. From there, other agencies had kicked in. American Red Cross was giving out funds, so we did have some income at that time. But I realized that Texas was not my home. I never felt welcome there. I looked at the experiences of other people, and thank God mine wasn't that bad. And I did have family, my brother and my nephew and my son with me. So we went through there. We just looked. There's no mountains in New Orleans at all. So I stayed there for a year. I wound up teaching respiratory school, and I came back home. So when I came back home, my sister had an apartment behind her that needed a bunch of work, but I was able to stay there. So all I can say is thank God we made it, but I'll never forget Hurricane Katrina.